Today we're taking a closer look at the Movavi Video Editor 2026. Movavi is a beginner-friendly video editing software designed for creators that want something simple and efficient, without diving into overly complex professional tools. With the 2026 version, Movavi introduces some really cool AI-powered features with the focus on speed and accessibility, including AI silence removal, automatic subtitles, AI auto crop for vertical formats, improved noise reduction, and expanded creative packs. Movavi reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to test the new version and show what's new. So instead of just reading the feature list, I used my own real footage and put it through its paces to see how it really performs in practice on areas that is important to me. If you want to try it out for yourself, there's a link so you can download a free version in the description for this video, or you could consider signing up for a 1-month subscription just for a quick project. Now let's start with the features that have the biggest impact for me. AI silence removal. If you are creating talking head videos like I do, removing dead space takes a lot of time. All the pauses, all the repeated sentences, and some thinking time. All elements that will not make it into the final video. I took a real recording that was 19 minutes and 30 seconds long. After running the AI silence tool, the clip was reduced just a tad above 15 minutes. That's nearly 4 minutes of video that was removed automatically. And that's real world footage, not something staged. It's not magic. The cuts are hard cuts. You still need to go in and clean up the transitions and maybe remove parts that you don't want. But the heavy lifting is done almost instantly. There's also a manual section where you can adjust the manual detection thresholds, meaning how aggressive it should be. You can define how long the silence section must be before it's removed. You can choose whether to remove the silence either with or without gaps. If you remove without gaps, the timeline will be compressed without any gaps, which is what I would recommend if you start out with this part. If you're working with layered B-roll or maybe with music, you need to make sure that these are linked. Otherwise, overlays will not automatically adjust. But overall, as an integrated tool, this saves some serious editing time. Now let's talk about noise removal. Listen. This is one of the common problems that I have because I'm running on an aged Mac, and when I work with editing tools, the fans are spinning up and creating this background noise, and this, it also happens if I do screen recordings and stuff, so this is quite annoying sometimes. So let's see if Movavi is actually capable of removing the background noise, and let's just do like a silent period here, just to see. So let's use that clip. The noise from the fans are clearly audible, especially during screen recordings. So I wanted to test if Movavi was capable of removing that background noise without damaging the voice. After applying the noise removal, the humming is gone. But keyboard clicks and natural sounds remain. And in my test, it handled the fan noise, or removing the fan noise, surprisingly well, without noticeable degradation of the voice quality. Because I'm running on an aged Mac, and when I work with editing tools, the fans are spinning up. For YouTube creators with old hardware, this is very useful. Another great feature is AI Auto Subtitles. Subtitles are more important than ever, especially for social media. With AI Auto Subtitles, you decide if the caption should be 1 or 2 lines. That matters because on mobile phones, readability is really important. I tested it in Danish, which is a rough test as it's not officially supported. Capitalization was handled correctly in most cases. And what impressed me even more was that special letters, Danish letters like E, Ø, and O was recognized correctly. Accuracy was around 85 to 90%. Editing is straightforward, you correct per subtitle. From there, you can customize the style, font, size, color, and position. Once you find a style that you like, luckily you can apply that style to all the subtitles with one click. That saves a lot of formatting time. And exporting as a SRT file works by just selecting all the subtitles and right-clicking and then pressing export. I verified the file externally and the timing matched correctly. For social media content, this is very practical. AI auto crop. If you create long form content 16:9 like I do, turning that into the vertical format for TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube takes a lot of time. You have to manually reframe and track the subject. The AI auto crop analyzes the footage and detects the main subject. That's usually a face or a moving object, and automatically reframes the clip into the vertical format. So instead of manually keyframing the crop throughout the footage, the software does it for you. In simple talking head videos, this works quite well. In more complex scenes, you might still have to do some minor adjustments. But for a quick repurposing across platforms, this definitely speeds up the workflow. There are a couple speed-related tools that are worth mentioning. You can speed up your footage by a factor 100 in the clip properties, which is actually quite useful for time lapses. And timeline scrubbing is now really responsive, allowing you to quickly scan through the footage. It works really well. Another important part of the Movavi Video Editor 2026 is the expanded effects pack. These include animated titles, overlays, stickers, ready-made design elements you can just drag and drop into your projects. You can preview them by hovering just over them, and then you can drag and drop them into your project. Select them, scale them, and move them around to your likings. Instead of building motion graphic from scratch, you can quickly create a polished look. So let's say that you are playing around with these effects inside the software, and here I just put on some like an effect that shows like old movie style. And I have several clips, more clips on the timeline, shot from the same camera. And I basically want the same look and feel to all these clips. There's an easy way to do that. You can simply just select the clip with the effects that you want, and then simply copy them. And then you select the other clips here and right click, and then you paste the effect. So you see now, everything looks the same. So that's a very easy and convenient way to sort of tweak one clip until you're happy with it, and then proceed by copying the effect and then pasting it into all the other clips. That's also something that will speed up your workflow. There's a wide selection of theme packs. You as a user can activate 7 days full access to the effects library by selecting the Movavi effects trial on the purchasing page. For beginners especially, this makes it a lot easier to produce professional looking footage without any advanced skills. After testing the Movavi Video Editor 2026 with my own footage, it does what it promises. It focuses on accessibility and speed. What I really like about the Movavi Video Editor 2026 is that it's very, very simple and very easygoing for beginners. It's not trying to pretend to be a high-end cinematic editor. It's built for creators that just want a streamlined workflow without unnecessary complexity. If you want to try it out for yourself, there is a link in the description below that you can test it out for free. Or you could consider trying the 1-month subscription for minor projects. Let me know what you think. Is this something that you want to give a try? And I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.